Class 7 Chemistry Chapter 3rd. Good morning students. In our last video I told you regarding the sublimation process, and it is on page number 38. So we finished that topic there. So sublimation is basically a process where a solid is directly getting converted into the gaseous or the vapor phase. And some examples there I told you regarding iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride. Okay. Now we have evaporation. So in it, this evaporation is another method of separating the mixture into its constituents. So let us see. So it is mostly used to separate a soluble solid from a volatile liquid. In this method, the solid liquid mixture is heated so that the volatile liquid evaporates and the soluble solid is left behind. Heating increases the rate of evaporation. So basically in evaporation, what is happening? Liquid gets, if I write over here liquid, it gets converted into gas. Okay. If it is not clear, it is liquid I have written, and it converts into gas or the vapor, we can also say. So one word, new word is there, that was here volatile. So students, volatile means a liquid which finds itself very easy to go into the vapor phase. For example, if I talk about like kerosene, if I talk about petrol, so if they are placed in a glass, for example, in a glass you take petrol, in a glass you take kerosene. After some time, what do you see? That some of the level of that liquid, it has been decreased. So where that level has gone? So basically it has been converted, some of the liquid has been converted into the gaseous phase. Okay. And then evaporation, it is increased by heating. So it means if you are giving more temperature to the system, more of the liquid will turn into the gas phase. The conversion of liquid into the gas phase, it will be very fast. Now for example, when a mixture of salt and water is heated, the water evaporates and the salt dissolved in it is left behind. In this method, the liquid is not collected as it evaporates and mixes with the air. The salt we eat is obtained from seawater by the process of evaporation. Then you can see over here, students, again the same thing. Tripod stand is there, burner is there, wire gauge is there, and in this bowl or that china dish, you have taken a mixture of salt and water. Now this water, basically it is mixed with the, or salt is mixed over this in this water. So I need to separate that salt and water. So what we did, just heat the material. So what do we see? That the vapors of the water, they will come out, and the remaining salt, it will be sticking to the inside wall of this china dish. Okay, it has not been shown over here, but later on you will find that salt has been dipped in this is sticking to the walls, inner walls of this china dish. So students, in this way we can separate what? Soluble solid from a volatile liquid. So in this example, our volatile liquid is water, and that soluble solid was the salt here. Okay. And where do we find such application? We can find such application when we are going to form the salt or make the salt. So what do we do there? The salt we eat is obtained from sea water. So we know sea water again, so it is having so many number of salts are there. So one of the salt which we do take, it is, or which we eat, it is sodium chloride. Okay. Now you know the formula of sodium chloride also, it is NaCl, sodium chloride. This salt we eat. So student, this sea water is collected in the shallow lakes called lagoons. The water evaporates and the salt is left behind. It is collected, sent to the factories for purification. Of course, so many, I told you that so many salts will be there. Not a single sodium chloride is there. So many, like calcium carbonate can be there, magnesium chloride can be there. Okay. So it is sent, that collection, that mixture of salt, it is collected, sent to the factories for purification, and then packed to be sold in the market. So near the, that is in the land near the sea, we just dig pits, okay, or some sort of big area we are just digging out, and there the sea water is collected, and this area is called lagoons. And whenever the water is evaporated, we are left with the salt. So students, till now we have seen two methods of separating the mixture in their constituents. They are sublimation and evaporation, and then in coming videos we will be seeing some other separating techniques for the applied over the mixtures. So this is all for today, students. Goodbye.